Dear friends, it's Monday, the start of a new week with many tasks and challenges. I pray that the peace and blessing of God rest on you today. The love of the Lord for you is a self-giving love, a love that laid down his life for the beloved. And today, I invite you to join me in loving God with all your heart, all your strength, all your soul, and all your mind, so that in the busyness of work and the weight of life, he will be your comfort. He will love you as he has promised. If this is your first time on the NOA channel, please subscribe so we can lift up daily prayers together. Now, let us begin to pray. Love the Lord with all that is in you. Let your heart turn first not to the weight of the day, but to the one who holds the day. You are seen, fully known, and deeply loved. The cross was not an idea, but a gift that carried your name. Mercy walked into history and chose you. So as morning light finds your window, allow your inner room to open. You don't have to perform. You don't have to be impressive. You are invited. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your strength. Deuteronomy 6:5. This is not a demand that crushes. It is a doorway that frees. Step through it now. Begin with the heart. Speak from the honest place, even the place that trembles. You have desires that are beautiful and fears that are loud. Place them where they belong, before God, not against yourself. Let love be the truest thing about you today. Love him with a warm heart, not a perfect one. Love him with a faithful heart, not a fearless one. When your feelings wander, let your will lead them home. When your memory drags old shadows into this hour, let your heart answer with a simple truth. God is here, and he is good. If your heart feels tired, remember the promise that has carried generations. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever. Psalm 73:26. Let that sentence be the ground under your feet. Now let your soul answer. Your soul knows the way back to God. It has heard the shepherd's voice before. Yield what clings old shame, silent grudges, the habit of bracing for disappointment. Yield the secret comparisons that keep you restless. Yield the self-story that says you're only as safe as your latest success. In this yielding, there is no humiliation, only healing. You are not handing your life to a stranger, but to the one who loved you first. Ask for the grace to belong wholly again. Ask for the courage to be small in the best way, small enough to be carried. Ask for the radiant simplicity of a child who trusts. Let your mind come forward too. The mind is a quick traveler. It keeps running into outcomes that haven't happened and courts worries that never call back. Today, invite your mind to become a sanctuary of truth. Let it memorize love instead of fear. Let it rehearse gratitude instead of dread. Where lies have built a nest, you are alone. You are behind. You are too much. You are not enough. Welcome a brighter word. Chosen, held, accompanied, provided for. Love God with your thoughts by giving him the first word and the last word of the day. If your thoughts scatter, gather them gently, as you would gather flowers after a wind, and lay them down where the light can reach them. Let your strength join the prayer. Strength is not only muscle. It is attention, time, skill, and persistence. Offer your calendars, your keyboards, your hands, your commute, your meetings, your small routines. Offer the project that excites you and the task you keep postponing. Offer the housework and the hard conversation. Offer the practice that nobody applauds and the hidden faithfulness that only God sees. Loving God with your strength means letting love shape the way you work and who you bless along the way. May your strength be a river that flows from worship, not a reservoir guarded by anxiety. Place your plans on the altar of this morning. You have strategies and hopes, spreadsheets and timelines. You also have interruptions and unknowns waiting quietly. Ask for holy order, order that is spacious and kind, order that knows the difference between urgent and important, order that keeps God first and people near. If something must be delayed, let it not be prayer. If a door must close, let peace stand guard at the threshold. If a door opens, let humility walk through first. May your plans be braided with love, so that success is measured not only by outcomes, but by the way your soul stayed close to God while you worked. Place your relationships in the light. Family who need patience, friends who need presence, colleagues who need fair words, neighbors who need notice. If reconciliation is possible, ask for the courage to take the next small step. If boundaries are needed, ask for wisdom to draw them without bitterness. If loneliness has become a guest at your table, invite Christ to sit before anyone else, and then ask Him to send the right company at the right time. Loving God with all your heart will always expand your love for people. It does not make you smaller, it makes you truer. Place your past where it cannot accuse you, beneath mercy. The blood of Jesus does not edit your story, it redeems it. Old choices lose their power to name you when love names you first. Place your future where it cannot intimidate you, inside providence. Tomorrow is not an enemy you must outsmart. It is a room God has already entered. And place your present, this single, breathing moment, inside gratitude. Nothing is ordinary if God inhabits it. The desk becomes an altar. The commute becomes a pilgrimage. The email becomes a chance for gentleness. The lunch break becomes a quiet chapel. If you're carrying grief, set it down here without apology. There is room for tears in holy love. If you're carrying anger, let justice be guided by gentleness, and let gentleness be guided by truth. If you're carrying temptation, ask for the gift of a redirected desire. Desire lifted from lesser fires and placed in the flame that warms without burning. If you're carrying fatigue, remember that rest is not laziness when it is received as trust. And if you're carrying joy, don't hoard it, share it like bread. Joy multiplies when handed out. Let your prayer become simple and steady. Here I am, all heart, all soul, all mind, all strength given back to the giver. If you feel nothing, keep the gift on the altar. Love is larger than feeling. If you feel everything, don't live only on the sweetness. Ask for roots, not just blossoms. The God who began a good work in you is not absent-minded. He finishes what He loves, and He loves you. Today, may you choose the small obediences that open big doors. The quick apology, the kept promise, the quiet refusal to gossip, the word of encouragement sent without delay, the prayer whispered before decisions, the generosity that interrupts worry, the courage to do the next right thing. These are the stitches that hold a day together in Christ. If the valley ahead looks long, listen to the friend who never abandons. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew 11:28. Rest doesn't mean the path disappears. It means you do not walk it alone. Let that assurance settle into your breathing and your bones. Let it linger in your tone of voice and your posture. Let it be stronger than caffeine and more faithful than motivation. Love that begins in worship will end in service, and somewhere between the two, your soul will find its true size. So receive blessing for this Monday. May your heart stay soft and courageous. May your mind be clear and guarded by truth. May your strength be spent on what truly matters. May your work be honest, your words clean, your boundaries wise, your compassion generous. May your household know laughter, your body know steadiness, your inbox know patience, your decisions know prayer. May doors open that love can walk through, and may the doors that are wrong for you close without confusion. May you notice beauty before you notice hurry. May you hear the shepherd's voice before the clamor of tasks. May the peace of Christ stand watch over what you cannot control, and may the Spirit kindle in you a first love fire that does not flicker out when afternoon comes. And when evening gathers, may you be able to say, not, I managed it all, but I loved him in it all. That is the quiet victory you were made for. For nothing, neither height nor depth, nor present nor future, nor any power can separate you from the love of God in Christ Jesus our Lord. Romans 8:38-39. Let that certainty travel ahead of you like a banner and follow behind you like a guard. Go in this love, remain in this love, work from this love, rest in this love. Let this next stretch of morning be simple. You are here, and God is here. Start where your feet are. Notice the quiet gifts already in the room, the steady breath, the light that slowly fills the edges, the chance to begin again. Love for God grows in places like this, not only in big moments, but in these gentle, ordinary ones. Loving with all your heart means you bring your real feelings into the light. If hope feels thin, say so. If gratitude is alive in you, let it rise. If you're not sure what you feel, offer the silence itself. Love doesn't need fancy words to be true. Loving with all your mind means you choose what gets to stay in your thoughts. Worry will try to rent space. It always does. You can show it the door and make room for truth. You are not abandoned. You are not an accident. You are not late for your own life. Let Scripture be a quiet anchor, not a flood. Do not be anxious about anything, and the peace of God will guard your hearts and your minds. Philippians 4:6-7. When unhelpful thoughts return, answer them with short, steady sentences. God is near. God is kind. God is leading. Loving with all your strength means your body, your energy, your time, and your skills become a way to say yes to God today. Your emails can be honest. Your tone can be calm. Your deadlines can be handled without panic. Your breaks can be received without guilt. Your craft, whatever it is, can be practiced with care. This is not perfectionism. It is devotion. It is choosing to work from love instead of from fear. To serve people because God is worth your best and people are worth your attention. Bring your story into this love, your heart. Place it down without polishing it first. Your mind. Open the windows. Let fresh air in. Your plans. Hold them with a loose hand. Your family. Bless them by name, even the complicated ones. Your friendships. Ask for deeper honesty and kinder words. Your work. Ask for focus and favor that doesn't cost your soul. Your finances. Ask for wisdom, contentment, and clean motives. Your health. Ask for steadiness in body and peace in nerves. Your past. Let forgiveness do its work where it is still needed. Your future. Hand it back to the one who already stands inside it. If you've made mistakes, don't hide. Mercy is not shocked. If you feel behind, don't rush. Grace is not hurried. If you're angry, don't perform politeness. Bring the heat into prayer and let truth cool it. If you're grieving, don't apologize for tears. Love makes room for them. If joy visits, let it stay longer than worry usually does. When you feel nothing at all, choose faithfulness anyway. Small faithfulness is still faithfulness, and it changes a day from the inside out. Talk to God as you move through the morning, but keep it plain. A sentence while pouring water, a quiet thank you before the next task. A quick guide me when you open a message you've been avoiding. You don't need perfect phrases. You need a present heart. And when you forget and drift back and into hurry, notice it without scolding yourself and come back. Love learns to return quickly. Let reconciliation have a chance today. If an apology is due, consider giving it while the day is still young. If a boundary is overdue, draw it without harsh edges. If someone around you is hard to love, remember, love doesn't mean agreement with wrong things. It means willing the good, speaking truth kindly, and refusing to let resentment write the script. You can be both gentle and clear. You can bless without pretending. You can tell the truth without tearing down. Make space for wonder. Look out a window a little longer than usual. Step outside, even for 2 minutes, and let the sky remind you that God thinks in horizons, not just lists. Let beauty do its quiet work on your nerves. A calmer body often hears God's nudges more easily. Gratitude can be as small as, thank you for this light. Thank you for this cup. Thank you that I am not alone. These are not small to heaven. When decisions come, ask for a single next right step rather than the whole map. Often grace shows up as clarity for the next hour, not the entire year. Trust that this is kindness, not neglect. The love of God is not trying to trap you in confusion. It is teaching you to walk with Him, one step at a time. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, soul, mind, and strength. Mark 12:30. This is not a test to pass. It is a relationship to live inside. If fear speaks loudly about money, work, or reputation, answer fear with practice. Give something away. Serve someone who cannot pay you back. Do one task excellently with no audience. Tell the truth where exaggeration would be easier. These small acts are love with sleeves rolled up. They train your heart to trust and your mind to rest. If you feel pulled in a dozen directions, return to the center. God first, people next, tasks after that. When you keep that order, even a full day can feel spacious. Still send the emails and take the calls and finish the work. But you won't trade your soul to do it. You'll notice faces again. You'll remember names. You'll hear the softness in a coworker's voice that you missed last week. You'll catch yourself smiling for no reason other than knowing you are held. And if the afternoon brings a surprise, good or hard, let love meet it first. Success can make you proud or grateful. Choose grateful. Difficulty can make you bitter or deeper. Choose deeper. Either way, you are not doing this day alone. Let that truth settle in your shoulders and unclench your jaw. Rest is not only for night. It can visit in small moments all day long. Before you move on, set a quiet seal on this hour. In your own words, I belong to God. My heart is for Him. My mind is for Him. My strength is for Him. My work, my words, my choices, let them carry love. Let them carry peace. Let them carry light. And where I fail, let grace find me quickly and bring me back. Go into the day steady and kind. Keep a listening posture. Expect help. Expect guidance. Expect love to arrive in ways you did not plan. And when night comes, may you look back and see a thread running through it all. Not your control, but God's faithful presence, holding you from first light to last. Let the morning keep unfolding without hurry. You don't have to rush to be loved. You don't have to earn your place at the table. You already belong. Loving God with all your heart, strength, and mind begins in this simple belonging. You let Him be the first voice you answer and the steady ground you stand on. You can say, in the quiet of your own room, "Here I am," and mean it with your whole life, your feelings and thoughts, your choices and limits, your work and your rest. Nothing is hidden from Him, and nothing disqualifies you from being held. Love starts there, with honesty that is not afraid. Carry this honesty into the next decisions of your day. When a choice appears, pause for a breath. Ask, what builds love here? Often the answer is small and clear. A truthful sentence, a patient tone, a fair boundary, a generous assumption, a task done well, a delay that protects your peace. Your mind becomes a friend of your soul when it looks for what is true and kind, not just what is fast. If confusion rises, reach for wisdom that God gladly gives to those who ask. James 1:5. You are not expected to know everything. You are invited to walk closely. Let your heart stay open while you work. It is easy to become a machine checking boxes, sending replies, fixing problems while your inner life starves. Keep returning to the center. Whisper thanks as you move from one thing to another. Keep short accounts with people. Don't let small irritations grow into stories that are not true. If you are misunderstood, keep your words clean. If you are praised, keep your feet on the ground. Loving God with all your heart does not pull you out of life. It steadies you inside life. Your tasks remain the same, but you are no longer alone inside them. Bring your body into this love. Notice the way your shoulders lift when you worry, the way your jaw tightens when you push too hard, the way fatigue makes your thoughts sharp and your words dull. Let your strength become a gift instead of a wall. Work at a pace that respects your limits. Take breaks that are really breaks. Eat what nourishes you. Step outside when you can, and let the sky widen your sense of God's care. A cared-for body often becomes a clearer instrument of love. You are not a soul trapped in a machine. You are a whole person, and God meets you as a whole person. Place your relationships in God's light again. Think of the people you will see or message today. Ask for eyes to notice the person behind the role. The coworker who is tired, the friend who is quiet because they are carrying something heavy, the family member whose sharp words hide an old wound. Loving God with all your heart will spill over as a gentler presence and a braver truthfulness. You can be kind without being vague. You can be clear without being cruel. You can serve without disappearing. You can forgive without pretending the wrong never happened. And when reconciliation is not possible yet, you can release bitterness and entrust the timeline to God, who judges justly and heals deeply. Let your mind guard the doorway of your thoughts. When fear tries to enter with a worst-case story, ask for a truer line. When comparison tries to sell you someone else's life, ask for satisfaction in the life you actually have. When old shame tries to rename you, remember you have a new name, beloved, and no other label is allowed to stick. When hurry insists that your worth is your speed, slow down one notch and answer with peace. God's love is not a finish line you cross, it is the pasture where you live. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23. 1. Let that promise shape your day from the inside out. Invite God into your plans without superstition. You can hold a calendar and hold trust at the same time. Map your tasks, name your deadlines. Then place them in hands stronger than yours. Ask for order that reflects love's priorities. God first, people next, then the work itself. Protect what cannot be replaced: your soul's health, your integrity, your relationships, and let what can be rescheduled without shame. You are building a life, not just a day. Brick by brick, habit by habit, prayer by prayer, you are becoming someone who loves with all. When anxiety strikes without warning, answer it with a simple rhythm. Breathe in, God is with me. Breathe out, I am not afraid. Not because you feel brave, but because you are accompanied. Do not fear, for I am with you. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you. Isaiah 41:10. Let this become a quiet drumbeat beneath your meetings and errands. Fear may still visit, but it will not lead. Love will. If you are facing a difficult conversation, carry love into it first. Decide, before a word is spoken, that you will seek what is true and fair, not what proves you right. Decide that you will listen as carefully as you speak. Decide that you will leave with your peace intact, even if agreement does not come. Ask for the strength to say what needs saying, and the wisdom to leave unsaid what would only wound. Remember, loving God with all your mind and strength means your words become instruments of healing, not weapons of control. Bring your work under blessing. Whether you build or teach or code or serve or repair or design or lead or care for a home, let every task become a line of prayer written with your hands. Excellence is not pride when it is offered to God. It is gratitude. Do the unseen things with the same care you give the visible ones. Keep promises. Meet needs quietly. Share credit. Tell the truth, especially when it costs. These choices stitch love into the fabric of your day. They form a pattern your soul can live inside. If disappointment arrives, an email that closes a door, a plan that unravels, a silence where you hoped for a yes, let grief have its honest place. Name the loss, let tears come if they need to. Then, without rushing the process, ask for the gift hidden in the delay. Deeper roots, wiser patience, cleaner motives, a better path. God wastes nothing. Even the no's become guardrails that keep you within His care. Love does not deny pain. It refuses to let pain have the final word. Consider your resources with calm clarity. Money is a tool, not a master. Ask for wisdom to handle it with clean hands. Earn honestly, spend purposefully, give generously, save patiently. When fear tells you there will never be enough, answer with a small act of trust, share, support, bless. When impulse tells you to buy relief, pause and choose peace instead. Loving God with all your strength includes how you hold your wallet. In this, as in everything, you are learning freedom. Let gratitude keep you human. Notice the small kindnesses that break up the day. A message from a friend, a kind cashier, a moment of quiet in a busy place, the way light lands on a wall, the first sip of water when you're thirsty. Gratitude does not ignore hard things. It simply refuses to surrender all your attention to them. It lifts your chin just enough to see that love has been walking beside you the whole time. Keep a short prayer ready for the thresholds of the day, the doorway before you enter a room, the pause before you answer a call, the second before you press send. Lead me. Keep me true. Let me love well. These small words keep your heart aligned. They are not magic, they are relationship. You are staying close on purpose. And when fatigue comes, give yourself permission to rest. You honor God not only by working faithfully, but also by stopping faithfully. Put the tools down, close the screen, step away. Rest is not a prize you earn. It is a gift you receive because you are loved. You return to your work lighter and kinder when you have let yourself be cared for. If your story includes old regrets, let mercy keep rewriting them into wisdom. If your story includes fresh beginnings, let humility keep them clean. If your story includes long waiting, let hope keep a lamp lit in the window. None of these paths are wasted in God's hands. All of them can become ways you love Him with your whole life. Before you go on, seal this hour with a simple declaration you can carry with you. My heart is yours to fill and guide. My mind is yours to steady and renew. My strength is yours to spend on what matters. Let love be the measure of my choices and the music under my day. Let peace guard the places I cannot fix. Let joy rise where I least expect it, and where I fall short. Let grace meet me quickly and lead me back. Walk forward now steady, awake, and kind. Expect help. Expect guidance. Expect love to meet you in familiar places. At your desk, on the road, in the hallway, in the kitchen, in the quiet, after a long call. Expect God to be faithful, not only in big moments, but in the 1,000 ordinary ones that make a life. This is how you love the Lord with all your heart, strength, and mind. By giving Him this next step, and then the next, until the day is done, and you can say with a peaceful smile that He carried you every mile. Keep going gently. You don't need a brand new life to love God well. You just need the life you already have and a willing heart. Right here, coffee cooling on the table. Notifications blinking, plans stacked on your mind, you can choose what matters most. Loving God with all your heart, strength, and mind is not a dramatic scene. It is 1,000 quiet turns toward Him across an ordinary day. You turn when you answer a message with patience instead of sharpness. You turn when you pause before a decision and ask for wisdom. You turn when you close a tab and protect your peace. These small turns add up. They teach your soul the road home. Let clarity replace pressure. Your calling today is simple. Keep God first. Keep people dear. Keep work honest. The order matters. When God is first, you stop chasing approval that can't satisfy. When people are dear, you remember faces before numbers. When work is honest, your hands become part of your prayer. You won't do it perfectly, and you don't have to. Love grows in motion. If you drift, return. If you stumble, stand. If you forget, begin again. The mercy of God is wider than the detours you'll take to get back. Help your mind become a quiet helper instead of a noisy judge. When it rushes into fear, answer with a grounded sentence. God is here. When it writes a harsh story about someone, swap it for a kinder, truer one. When it replays a mistake, allow the replay to end and the lesson to stay. Your mind is not your enemy. It is a place to host truth. Hold a simple verse like a stone in your pocket and reach for it often. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and He will make straight your paths. Proverbs 3:5-6. Let that promise walk beside you into emails, meetings, chores, and errands. Bring your strength into alignment. Strength is your time, effort, attention, focus, and skill. Spend it on what lasts: faithfulness, integrity, kindness, creativity, service. Start one important task without waiting for perfect conditions. Protect your energy from constant distractions. Take a clean break when your body asks for rest. A rested you loves better than a burned out you. If you need to move, stretch, or step outside, do it without guilt. A few steady habits: water, light, breath, a brief walk can turn a foggy morning into a clear one. Treat your body like a borrowed instrument you're tuning for worship. Let love reshape how you speak. Choose words that build rather than bruise. In conflict, aim for understanding more than victory. Ask better questions. Say "I'm sorry" quickly and mean it. Say "thank you" freely and mean that too. Keep confidences. Don't let sarcasm carry what should be said plainly. And when silence is the better medicine, let silence do its healing work. Loving God with your mind includes taming your tongue. The peace you protect with your words will circle back to your own heart. Turn your everyday tasks into steady offerings. The spreadsheet can become a field for diligence. The kitchen can become a chapel for gratitude. The classroom or workshop can become a small stage for quiet excellence. Do the work in front of you as if God were your direct supervisor. Because in a real way He is. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as for the Lord and not for men. Colossians 3:23. Results matter, but the spirit you bring matters more. When the outcome is unclear, love with effort. When the outcome is good, love with humility. When the outcome is hard, love with perseverance. If you meet disappointment today, let it teach without hardening you. Breathe. Name what hurts. Set the outcome in God's hands again. Ask for the next right step rather than the full explanation. You're allowed to be sad, and you're allowed to keep going. Hope is not denial. Hope is the steady decision to look for God's presence in what you did not choose. Often the gift arrives after the dust settles. Clearer values, truer friends, better timing, deeper roots. Trust that God is weaving when you only see threads. If you meet success, let it make you grateful, not proud. Share credit. Remember the people who helped you get there. Don't let the win become a new master that demands you carry a heavier mask. Celebrate, then return to simple faithfulness. Success that stays healthy is success that stays surrendered. Keep watch over comparisons. They drain love like a slow leak. When you catch yourself measuring your life against someone else's highlight, turn back to what is yours to steward. Your path is not late. Your gifts are not wasted. Your pace is not wrong when it is aligned with wisdom. Bless the good you see in others and get back to building what has been entrusted to you. Let compassion aim your choices. Notice the person no one is noticing. Offer the small kindness that costs you a minute but gives them a lighter afternoon. Send the message you keep postponing. Pray for the one who is hard to like. Compassion does not make you weaker. It makes you more like the one you love. And it often returns to you in quiet ways you couldn't have planned. Hold your finances with open hands and a clear head. Be honest, be simple, be generous. If worry spikes, make one practical move toward order. Write a plan, cut an expense, pay a small debt, or give a gift. Each honest step is a vote for trust over fear. You don't have to solve everything today. You only need to act in the light you have. As the day develops, choose presence over hurry. Look at people when they speak. Finish one thing before starting the next, when possible. Leave a little margin around important conversations. This is not laziness. It is respect for God, for others, and for your own limits. Presence lets you notice the nudge that hurry misses. If you carry regret, let it become counsel instead of a cage. Learn the lesson, repair what you can, and refuse to rehearse the guilt. If you carry fear, give it a job. It can remind you to prepare well and then be quiet while faith leads. If you carry grief, treat it gently. Some losses don't disappear, they transform. Carry them like you would carry a fragile candle carefully, without letting the wind define the whole walk. Return often to the simple center. Love God with all your heart, all your strength, all your mind. You will not do this flawlessly, but you can do it honestly. Keep a soft heart, a clear mind, and a willing strength. Keep your yes ready for what is right, and your no ready for what harms your peace. Keep God's promises near, and criticism lightly held. Keep beginning again, and when evening comes, let the measure of the day be love, not volume. Did you keep God first? Did you treat people as gifts, not obstacles? Did you work with integrity? If yes, receive the quiet satisfaction that follows faithfulness. If partly, thank God for the part and learn for tomorrow. If not yet, close the night without self-punishment and start fresh at dawn. You are held by a love that outlasts your best and undergirds your worst. Rest inside that truth. Let it steady your breathing, loosen your shoulders, and prepare you to rise again, ready to love with all you are, because you are loved with all He island. Stay with this peace as you step into the day. If this prayer helped you love God with all your heart, strength, and mind, please subscribe to NOA so we can pray together each morning. Like this video to help it reach someone who needs it, and share it with a friend who could use a calm start. I'd love to hear from you. Comment. Today, I choose to love God with all I am. May the Lord guard your heart, steady your mind, and bless the work of your hands. See you in the next prayer. Peace be with you.